everyone, my name's Tamara Chambers, and this is Tamara Just Saw. I went and saw Hitman's Bodyguard solo today. Cody is doing comedy in another state. So I went to see Hitman's Bodyguard, which is about a hitman who needs a bodyguard. All right, we're done here. It was fine, guys. There were funny moments. It had good action. The cinematography was pretty. It looked good. The script was weak. It felt like any other kind of action film that I've ever seen. Ryan Reynolds has a really great sense of joking for Deadpool. It really works for that character to always be on and always be joking, and I think that's why he's just perfect as Deadpool. It doesn't work for every other character that he's gonna play, and it was a similar vibe. The character was written as kind of like this uptight, kind of like by the books guy, but then with Ryan Reynolds like always throwing in his kind of joke style, it felt just kind of like funny, good moments, but also super clashing against what the character is supposed to be. Samuel L. Jackson was amazing. This role was written specifically for him. He was very funny. His comedy made sense in the role. It just didn't work for me with Ryan Reynolds with his comedy style. Again, he was very funny in it. It's just, the character wasn't supposed to be that way. I don't know how to say her name. Salma Hayek? Salma Hayek also played Samuel L. Jackson's wife, and she was so funny. This is my favorite movie I've seen her in. I don't know that I've seen her in much, but she really hit the character just very well. She was written really funny. As like the story on the whole, it was a cute story. I feel like I've seen it before. The biggest disappointment story-wise though was the love story between Ryan Reynolds and his ex-wife or ex-fiance. I guess spoilers? I don't know. It's not like, you know, a Harry Potter movie where it's gonna ruin everything for you. This is just what happens in the film, is Ryan Reynolds' character gets upset at his ex-wife because he messes up this job and he thinks that she's the one who kind of sold him out on the job, and ended up being Samuel L. Jackson, which is very like, of course. But he blames her so much for something that she didn't do that they have to separate. And then halfway through the movie, he decides to forgive her, which doesn't go well, obviously. Then at the end, he finally like fully says, "I'm sorry" for it. And then they get back together immediately, and it just feels very blah, like they don't have any chemistry. Like in Deadpool, the lady he was with in Deadpool, I don't know anyone's names, but they had such good chemistry together that it just felt so good and perfect and real. This just was like, I don't care about you guys as a couple at all, so it doesn't really matter to me if you get together again, you know? You know what I mean? Is that harsh? It's a little harsh, sorry. Like I said though, I really enjoyed Samuel L. Jackson's part in this. He had some great lines. I am harm's way. I am harm's way. Same, I'm harm's way. Samuel L. Jackson also sings in the film a couple times, and at one point it's really touching. He's doing it for his wife. Another part is he's doing it to annoy Ryan Reynolds' character. And again, another character thing with Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds starts singing, and it's just very out of, because he's sitting there mad that he's singing, like he wants to keep quiet and everything orderly, but then to annoy Samuel L. Jackson, starts loudly singing. It just doesn't feel like something that his character would do. And if somebody else was playing it, maybe could have pulled it off, but Ryan Reynolds is such a funny, trying to be funny, which he usually does well with, but this was just, it felt like I was watching Ryan Reynolds play Deadpool, play this kind of tight-ass bodyguard. It was weird. The character of Samuel L. Jackson is driven by the love of his wife, and just really sweet that it just comes down to that, the whole movie really for him. His motivation is the love of his wife, to where at one point he risks his life and the whole mission just to put some flowers in a vantage point where she'll see from her jail cell. She's in jail as well. And at the beginning, they're like, "We'll pardon your wife if you help us with this mission." And he's like, "Oh, you'll pardon my wife who has done nothing wrong. That's some white shit." It's just really funny. He calls people out in a good way. He's really tough, but it comes down to love for him. To the point where Ryan Reynolds in it was like, "Why is it always with love with you?" And he's like, "Well, what else is there?" It's really good, and the difference of how I loved these characters is so crazy. I really, really loved Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds. I take it or leave it. It's weird because I think if it would have been another person cast other than Ryan Reynolds, I don't think the movie would have done as well. I think they had good chemistry together, Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson, especially towards the end. But there were just weird joke moments that just didn't work, and they just kind of, it's like, that's not what your character would do. Deadpool was great, but just be something else. Need to get Simon Pegg in here. He'll show us a different character. Also, the main bad guy is pretty forgettable as well. I really wasn't invested at all in that portion of the story. It just felt like I said before, just like any other action film that I've ever seen. Really, it's about these two men having to work together when one of them has tried to kill the other like 27, 28 times. It's more about that, and then you get this side story of the love, and then you get this side story of like the evil bad guys. And so in that respect, it's fine and it works because they have good chemistry together. But the main like chunk of like where the action comes from and like why they're doing this for this to like rid the world of this bad guy just is boring. I don't care that much. So the one part where Ryan Reynolds is like, I forgive you to his ex-fiance for something that she didn't do. And Samuel L. Jackson's like, how did that go, buddy? Women don't like to be forgiven for something because it implies they did something wrong. And like 7 guys behind me gave like a low bro chuckle, like a like in unison. I mean, it's true. Really cool setting though. In Amsterdam, they really used like the canal ways and the waterways, and it was really exciting. I've also been there, so that was cool. I know this place. It's like when I get a movie reference that I used to not get. I just kept comparing it to Deadpool the whole time while watching it. Ryan Reynolds, I really haven't seen him in anything other than Deadpool, this, and then like some romantic comedies, I think. I didn't see Green Lantern. I think Cody and I are gonna do a Tamara's Never Seen of Green Lantern soon. I think I really enjoyed some of the acting in the movie, the chemistry between Samuel L. Jackson and Salma Hayek, and then Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds really worked. I didn't find the chemistry between Ryan and his ex-wife to work very well, but I liked her in the film. Thought the story was very blah, like it's fine. It's an action movie. It's pretty. There are definitely funny moments. This isn't a movie that you have to see in theaters, I don't think. I think you could probably, I could watch this at home and I think I would have enjoyed it more. I liked Ryan Reynolds in this. His charm that he puts on didn't really work for me in this versus where it so works in Deadpool. And I think I'm being a little harsh on him as well. I enjoy him on screen, but I don't know, for some reason it just didn't connect with me in this one. If that's okay, that's fine. Things happen. Oh, it's got a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, that's good to see. I was worried I was going a little harsh on it. It's okay. It's an okay film. But like I said, watch it at home. I don't think you need to go out to the theaters to see this one. The best part of it is watching Samuel L. Jackson, who really hits his character well, kind of interact with other people in the film. There's some really funny things with authority figures that he kind of clashes heads with, and it's really good. I really enjoyed him in this. Next week, I'm also going to be solo, and I have no idea what to watch. There's not many movies coming out next week. Let me know in the comments if you think that I should visit something that I missed, Valerian, or I almost said Valkyrie. Dunkirk is what I meant. And let me know what you want to see next week regarding Tamara's Just Saw. Also, Tamara's Never Seen. I need help on all fronts, everyone. Check out my Twitter. I put polls up for series like Tamara's Just Saw and Tamara Never... I just said Tamara's Just Saw and Tamara Never Seen. Tamara Just Saw and Tamara's Never Seen. Tamara. Marsha. Thanks for stopping by. See y'all next week. Bye.